So this question says in triangle DEF, but we're not provided a triangle DEF. So I'm going to just draw. And again, I recognize that my drawing of this triangle may not be accurate. So I have to be prepared to maybe erase it and to update it. But I'm going to draw this just because this technically makes this a plug-in picture question. And again, the strategy of plug-in picture is just if a question describes something that can be drawn, right? We're talking about triangle DEF, but it's not drawn for me, then I should draw it for myself. So then it says the length of DE is square root 30 inches. All right, so now I'm going to label this as square root 30. And the length of EF is 3 inches. Okay, so I'm going to label this as 3. If it can be determined, what is the length in inches of DF? Right, so here's like my X or my question mark. So I'll just call it X. Now here's the deal. We do not know anything about this triangle. We don't know if it's a right triangle. We don't know if it's an isosceles triangle. We don't know if it's really, we know nothing about this triangle besides these two lengths. I can only find a missing side length of a triangle. If it's a right triangle, I can use Pythagorean theorem. I could also use some more fancy math like law of cosines, law of sines, but in order to do that, I'd need to know some angle measurements. So I'm going to have to say that, saying that x is equal to 3, well, there's no way I know that this is an isosceles triangle where two sides are equal. There's nothing provided here that would tell me that it must be 3. Saying that x is equal to root 30, really the same exact concept, right? There's nothing that tells me this is isosceles triangle and that this should be the same, that x should be the same as DE. So that's out. Somehow this root 33 seems like it's just adding 3 and 30 together, which doesn't make any sense. This root 39, again, what would we be do? What math would you do to prove that it should be root 33? What math would you do to prove that side DF would be root 39? So for that reason, the only answer that remains that makes any sense here is choice K.